Mavericks. Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals. Warriors up 2-0 in the series. They visit Dallas for Game 3. Let's take you late in the first. Under 10 seconds remaining in the first. Mavs down 6. Luka Doncic takes it down the floor and hits the long 3 at the buzzer. Doncic celebrates as the Mavericks trail by 3 after the first. Under 4 minutes remaining in the second quarter. Now Warriors down 7. Stephen Curry hits the 3 from the wing off the assist by Andrew Wiggins. Warriors down 4. Just over 2 minutes remaining in the second. Warriors down 2. Curry, who else, drains another 3 from the corner, and he turned to look at his teammates before the shot even went in. He loves it. The Warriors take a 1-point lead into the half. Third quarter, Golden State up 9. Curry, of course, hits the jumper. Warriors up 11 and rolling in the third. Under a minute left in the third. Curry having a big night, rattles in the 3, and he was feeling it after that shot. Warriors up 10 points at the end of the third quarter. Early fourth, Mavericks down 12. Luka doing what he can. Drives in for the one-handed dunk. Puts Dallas down 10, under 9 minutes left in the fourth. Now the Mavs down 11. Doncic with the 3. That cuts the Golden State lead to 8. But they wouldn't get a whole lot closer. Under 7 minutes remaining. Warriors up 8. Andrew Wiggins with the highlight of the night puts down the one-handed dunk off the assist from Curry. Initially, they called this an offensive foul, but the Warriors, of course, challenge it. They win the challenge. They win the game, 109-100. Take a 3-0 series lead. Steph Curry had 31 points and said this.
The motivation is the fact that we're back on the stage with the opportunity to chase a finals appearance again after 2 years of hiatus. I don't need any extra motivation. It's just trying to take advantage of the opportunity.
Last night was Curry's 7th 30-point game this postseason. The only players with that many 30-point games in a single postseason at age 34 or older are a couple guys you've heard of named Michael Jordan and LeBron James. They were both Finals MVP in the seasons in which they pulled that off. As promised, we have Zach Lowe and JJ Redick here to break it all down for us. So, guys, the Warriors are up 3-0 in the series, on their way to the NBA Finals, it looks like, barring some sort of miracle by Dallas. JJ, are the Warriors now the front runners in your mind to win the whole thing?
They're certainly capable of winning the championship. I've said all along, I think whoever wins the East is probably my favorite. I look across the board, whether it's the Heat, the Celtics, what they've had to go through in the playoffs, the teams they've had to beat, I think has been a little tougher than the Warriors' run. Now, of course, the Warriors, Steph Curry, Klay Thompson, Draymond Green, battle-tested as always, hungry for that championship. But I look at the teams, whoever comes out of the East is my favorite.
Zach?
I think at this moment, it has to be the Warriors, only because to me, the Celtics have been the best team in the NBA since January 1st. They're the best team on paper, but they're down 2-1. So it's like at best 50-50 they win the series. Rob Williams seems to be out every other game. Marcus Smart has missed a couple games. Jason Tatum just got banged up. So they're banged up, not fully healthy. I think right now the Warriors cruising, hopefully to a long period of rest before the finals. I think you got to give them a little bit of a nod. I agree with JJ. Both East teams are really strong. I would pick Boston, everyone healthy, but that's not where we are right now.
That's a big factor, right? I mean, Golden State could wrap their series up tomorrow night, and if the Celtics are going to win, for example, it's going to take them another week to do it. Does that factor into your prediction?
I think it does factor into it a little bit. I think the most important piece for the Celtics is Marcus Smart. I look at this playoff run. I look specifically with this Heat series. He's their most important player. We saw him in Game 1 being out. He comes back in Game 2, has a monster night. His grit, his toughness in Game 3, coming back from that ankle sprain, is ultimately what gave that building some energy. I was there at the game. When he came back in, the Garden lit up and he hit that sidestep 3. So, to me, if he's healthy and able to go and at 100%, I give the Celtics the edge.
So, again, we're assuming the Warriors will win. They're up 3-0. No one's ever come back from that deficit in the NBA playoffs. So, when we look at Golden State, this is a team, we got so used to seeing them, right, in the finals for years. In the last couple of years, we didn't. Are you at all surprised, Zach, that they're back?
I'm not. I was high on them to start the season, and to me, the story began at the end of last season, when in the last 25 games, I think they went 15-5 going into the play-in tournament, and they looked like the Warriors again. And then they doubled down in the offseason with signing players who fit their style of play. So I'm not that surprised, but I do think we need to step back and just zoom out. It's remarkable that 3 calendar years later, with Durant gone, with Clay coming off 2 traumatic injuries, with Steph 34 ain't young in the NBA. Draymond Green's not young anymore. The kids, Moody, Kuminga, they're not really helping that much yet, although Moody's looked fine in this series. For them to be here, it's a really remarkable achievement.
I think it's a testament to Steph Curry. I really do. The orbit around him, his universe and everything that feeds off of that, his movement, the threat of the shot. The Warriors right now scoring 50 points per game in the paint against the Mavs. That would be the most in any series in the Steve Kerr era. And it's all based on that movement. It's all based on the threat of Steph. Every time he gets double teamed, they're shooting 60% against double teams in this series. It's all based on his greatness. And to Zach's point, like I was a guard in the NBA. When you get past 33, 34, it starts to catch up with you. What he's doing right now in this playoffs is remarkable.
Yeah, it's definitely been his series, but it looks like he's going to have another one. A week ago, all we were talking about was Luka and the series that he had just had and how great. So where do we put, again, assuming Dallas doesn't come back and win the series, which we're assuming because it's never happened. What do we think about Luka's year and him going forward?
Still think it's remarkable. He's throwing up 40 bombs every game. He's just not getting enough help. I think the Mavs are tired and thin, and the Warriors have played all their non-shooters off the floor. So I think Luka's a stud. He's a killer.
Yeah, no, he's going to probably make first-team All-NBA for the 3rd straight year. After a slow start, he was an MVP candidate, and he's been phenomenal, as always, in the playoffs. Looking forward, I watched this series. Dallas has got to get a rim protector.
Thank you for watching ESPN on YouTube. For live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.